Yes, sir.
Listen, we got me and Watson and Royster. We need a bucket of chicken with some biscuits. No beans.
If the World Series is baseball's icing on the cake, then spring training is the appetizer served up with generous portions of optimism.
That's it, Murph.
The future always looks rosiest from the Florida side of the season.
You like it?
Pretty good. Not today.
Springtime in Florida. That's when dreams turn to hard work.
Down.
It's men reintroducing themselves to their muscles after a winter of hibernation. It's back to the basics for even the most seasoned of ball players, and it's the chance for the young dreamers to make that first good impression or wait in line for their chance.
We'll get to the next one. Keep your eye on that ball.
162-game schedule plays havoc with family life. Spring training affords young families a last chance at togetherness. There'll be no summer vacations like other families. Fathers will spend those days and weeks away from home, chasing a dream. Catcher Bruce Benedict came to spring training with a starting job in hand. He was coming off an outstanding season in which he flirted with a .300 batting average. And though he claims the Braves have been trying to give his job away since he got to Atlanta 5 years ago, pressure is off.
Here's a guy, a sneaky guy, Martinez here, first base coach. He's standing down there with a stopwatch. Mm-hmm. He's got you every time.
Yep.
He'd have to flip a calendar over with me running down here. I came down here and I was able to kind of work on my own pace and kind of get to know the pitchers. And Joe and I have talked a little bit more about calling a ball game, running a ball game, and this and that. There hasn't been any pressure on me to hit 300 or do any of those things.
You know, even veterans fall victim to the spring. In pitcher Terry Forster's case, it wasn't pressure. It was preparation. He hadn't done enough of it.
There's a base hit to right field.
He goes out there and doesn't mind the pitching with pain. However, in spring training, we don't see any need for a guy to pitch with pain. And the one time I did go out to the mound, he insisted he was fine. He was going to strike somebody out. And he looked me right in the eye, and he didn't tell me the truth.
Arm bothering you?
No, I'm good.
You're not throwing?
Well, I know I'm trying to overthrow it, I think. So I get him. I feel good.
It's still March.
Yeah, I get him.
I just don't want you to lie to me if your arm's bothering you.
It isn't.
Look me in the eye and tell me
It's
that.
not, honest.
Swear it's not bothering you?
Swear it's not
Doesn't
bothering
hurt you.
No, I just hung a couple breaking balls, sliders, that was it. But that's why I'm working on it. I'll strike this guy out.
I don't care about what he does. I just want to make sure that you're not hurting.
I'm all right, honest.
Give me the ball. You play third also. Go get this guy off.
I'm all right. I swear to God I am.
Okay.
Forster may have been fooling himself, but in his only appearance of the spring, he didn't fool his manager.
You might have to start the season with him on the disabled list. Just to protect him against himself.
There's a base hit to left field. Let's see if Weininger comes home. He slips and falls down, and he's almost trapped.
Well, he's...
Wants to bring the other guy in. Let him get a little bit more. Okay. Anytime I'm out there pitching on the mound, if I am hurting, it's out of my mind. I'm not thinking about it. Because if you go out there and start thinking about an injury you have or you're not feeling right, I think it takes away from your pitching. And the hitters can sense all that. So I don't care if it's spring training or not. You know, it's embarrassing when you're out there and get ripped.
24 hours later, Terry was headed for Atlanta and the disabled list. It was just the beginning of a long, painful season.
Anytime you think you got this game licked, it'll jump up and kick you right in the rear end, and that's what it's done to me right now. What I'll do now is I'll just go out and work a little bit harder. But I will be pitching this year, and hopefully it's going to be opening day, April 3rd against the Phillies. But if it's not, I will be ready as quick as I possibly can.
Maya.
Bob Watson. He's been playing this game since he was 8 years old. Entering his 20th professional season, he's seen them come and go. Cheeky youngsters who only had a chance in their own minds, and aging legends who couldn't resist playing one more year past their abilities. The elder statesman of this Atlanta Braves club, Watson had carved out a comfortable niche for himself. Role model and tutor to the young, but mostly the gamer off the bench. It was Watson who posted a .407 average as a pinch hitter the year before. His goal this season? To be better.
I'll be the right-hand pitch hitter in key situations, game time as I call it. But I guess my main role is to, again, be there on the bench to be talking about baseball, be a head coach.
But if there's one thing Bob Watson savors above all else, it's beating the Dodgers. He never forgot the words of the Dodger scout who told him years ago he wasn't Dodger material. The scout, Tommy Lasorda. Well, Mr. Lasorda, meet Mr. Watson.
High fly ball to left field, that's all. Going, it's going to be a grand slam for Watson, who loves Dodger pitching.
I can remember on that Sunday afternoon over in Vero when I hit the grand slam against the Dodgers, I said to myself, hey, I'm serving notice to Tommy Lasorda that I am still here and I will beat you any chance I get. It really felt good.
Boy, he just eats them up.
Watson, Forster, Benedict. Three guys from different sides of the game. Their seasons before them, their goals clear-cut. But what about the rookies? Young men whose roads to the big leagues are paved with insecurity, uncertainty. Brad Kaminsk thought he had this team made. He did what was asked of him. It wasn't enough.
I had a good year the year before, then I had a good spring, and I guess that's what they said it would take, a good spring, and I had the good spring, and it just seemed like a more or less a wasted, not really a wasted spring, because I got some good things accomplished, but I really wanted to make the club, and I was really disappointed.
Sending Brad back to the minors was Joe Torre's last major decision of the preseason. As the sun set on spring training, one question remained unanswered. The future of pitcher Pascual Perez. Convicted of cocaine possession in the off-season, the Braves ace awaited a final hearing in the Dominican Republic. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, the curtain was set to go up on a brand new season.